No? No one's on yet, so we'll wait.
Let's walk on over.
Yeah, we'll walk over there. I'll just put it on you. The whole time. Negative writer of ghosts.
Why is my phone buzzing? But
Hey, I bet you Paranormal Help is live.
get out of here.
You should check your notifications, like and subscribe. And look who the first person to pop on is.
Who?
Jack Haynes.
Hey, Jack, where you at?
Yeah, Jack, where are you?
Guess where we're at?
I guess I'll give you 3 guesses just if you look over my shoulder where you think we might be. Hey, Jennifer. Wow. This is very interesting. Jack recognizes.
We're just hee-hawing around tonight.
Hee-hawing. We'll give it another second, see if anybody else wants to pop on.
Jennifer.
Wonder who our mysterious third person is. Say hi as you're jumping on so that we know you're there. We can call you by your first name and make it incredibly awkward or more personal. That's how I look at it. All right.
Ask Jack if he'll be stopping by at any time soon.
Jack, did you hear that?
Are you in the vicinity?
Will we be seeing you anytime soon with with anybody? All right.
So, what are we doing, Mike?
Blah, ha, 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 ha. What's that over my shoulder? No. All right, so, well, first of all, happy Leap Day, everybody.
Yes.
February 29th. Leah, somebody I work with got married today.
Wonderful.
That is a smart guy. He only has to buy an anniversary gift every 4 years. Anyway, no one else thought that was funny.
Well, you can't hear people giggling.
I know. Well, I was hoping you would. Eddie is wrapped up at a church function and he has no car.
Who?
Jack is wrapped up at a church function and has no car. Boo, no car. So, again, happy Leap Day. Leah and I have just been kind of out and about today. Exploring, taking pictures. That's her thing.
Yes, I needed to do some photography for something,
So we got out and about and did some exploring, got some really, really good pictures. But now that the sun has gone down, it is time for us to look for things of the dark and macabre. So somebody has already figured out where we're at, but let me go ahead and turn the camera around.
It's a little chilly.
It is a little chilly. Leah says, hey, Leah.
Hey, Leah.
Leah.
Leah says hey.
Hey.
Hey, Leah.
So we are in an area known to most people as, we're in downtown Chattanooga, but this is an area of underground Chattanooga. For those of you that are unfamiliar with the story of underground Chattanooga, we might have a tour group showing up.
If we do have a tour group showing up, then we will jump off live for a little while, and then we'll come back, okay? Because we don't want to disrupt the tour group. So we'll wait and see if that's what it is, but go ahead, I'm sorry.
Yeah. So as the story goes, those of you that are not familiar with the history, and then those of you that are can correct me if I'm wrong. Back in Chattanooga's earlier history, whenever the city was first built, it had a really big problem with flooding. The town from the Tennessee River got a lot of flooding down the main streets, and if I remember the story correctly, it was at the point that a steamboat came down Main Street in downtown Chattanooga. The founding fathers decided that the water level was a problem and we needed to do something about it. So they took the time to raise Chattanooga anywhere from 6 to 10 feet. In some places higher than it already was. We'll walk over this way. But there are many places I'll continue talking. There are many places in downtown Chattanooga where you can see evidence of what used to be what has come to be known as underground Chattanooga.
Oh,
No, it's on me. What has come to be known as underground Chattanooga. Now you'll walk down the streets in some areas and you'll see, I'm just going to use this wall as an example.
Oh wow, they're microphoned.
Wow,
I didn't expect that.
did not expect that at all. So what you'll see in some places on the down.
Someone copyrighted that. What?
So anyway, what I was saying is whenever you're downtown, you'll be walking along a street and you'll see a wall like this, and at about that level you'll see an archway of what used to be a window. So there's places all over downtown where you could see examples of this.
It's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool. So what we're going to try to do, what we were going to try to do, let me flip the camera back around here, is we were just going to kind of hang around here for a little bit. I've got a camera and an audio recorder. We were going to do some quick EVP work. We've gotten stuff down here before. Leah has a very interesting story that she may or may not share.
When we pulled up tonight, I wouldn't get out of the car while he paid because I was already uncomfortable.
Right. But they are excited.
Well, we've taken the tour. It's fun.
Yeah, the tour is really, really cool. We've actually, I think we've been down here twice.
Yeah.
And that's the only reason I know the story. It's because of the tour. So
Yeah.
if you can hear them, maybe we'll just let them talk. I'm kidding.
No, we won't do that.
But if they come down here, we'll let them do their thing because these folks paid for the tour, and whenever they're done, we'll go down here and we'll try our experiments out and see if we can get anything.
Definitely. Well,
So
right now's a good time to come. I can tell you that just by being over there.
Oh yeah. So what's everybody doing tonight?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, how are you? What is that glowing thing? Do you see that?
Yeah.
There's an orb on my chin.
It's probably eating all that food that's falling in.
No, that's- Anyway, I'm getting a light orb. This is crazy.
Uh-oh.
What?
I don't know. We don't want to hear.
Oh, I know. I'm trying to talk over them. So, do we want to announce what's happening later in the week?
Sure.
Okay. So first of all, I want to start this out with a little bit of bad news. Cue frowny face. We will not be doing a newsletter this month. Tomorrow's March 1st. Normally we'd be doing a newsletter, but since we're popping on tonight and doing this, and also this coming Thursday night, we are actually going to be on another show. It's called the Everything Paranormal Show. It's going to be 11:30 p.m. Eastern Time. It is a YouTube show, but we'll. I don't know if Leah already has or not. Have you already shared?
I have. It is on our page, but of course, as we get closer, then I'll continue to put a link on our page, so you'll know where to go if you're up that late. If not, you can catch it later.
Yeah, I know it's a little bit later, and it is a work night for most folks. But we actually got contacted. We met the gentleman that runs this show when we went to Outer Realm Fest up in Harriman, and he contacted us just within the last couple of weeks and asked us if we were interested. Asked if we were interested in doing the show, and we accepted, so we'll be going on there Thursday night. So since we're doing this and we're going to be doing that Thursday night, we're going to not give you guys an overload of us. We're not going to be on tomorrow night for the newsletter.
Yeah, but we'll also be on periodically throughout March, just doing kind of, let us know if you like this kind of stuff, like us just dropping in somewhere maybe from time to time, just to check things out, like a quick
Yeah.
impromptu investigation.
And that's kind of what this is tonight. I mean, we didn't expect the tour to show up when they did, but the intention for this is, I mean, just to kind of, I mean, it's just basically us popping up in local locations, places where we can legally go and not be busted by the cops or something. Just because I know that a lot of people that follow us are in the Northwest Georgia, Southeastern Tennessee area. So if there's any place that you guys want us to go check out, to pop in for one of these little, we'll call it a mini. I need Nick Widman here. He came up with guestigator. We need a word for mini vacation, mini investigation, mitigation. Mitigation. That sounds like a disease.
That's a lawyer term of mitigation.
That's litigation.
Mitigation is too.
Oh, well, maybe both of them. What do I know? Anyway.
Coming closer.
That closer. But anyway, like I was saying, we're wanting to just, pop in and do some, little mini investigations here and there, just to get you guys involved. We don't have to do an all-nighter somewhere like we have in the past. We can pop in and try to do some local stuff.
Yeah.
So if there's anything that you guys are interested in us checking out, please let us know.
Yeah.
And we would be more than happy to, within legal limits, be able to get in there. Don't tell us to break into a hospital somewhere.
And also put in the comments of what your suggestion would be that we could call these little excursions. That would be cool.
Mini excursion.
Yeah. How about I don't know, food, fuel, and no, never mind.
Never
mind.
Food, fuel, and phantoms.
Yeah.
Food, because we did eat at Chili's beforehand, and oh my God, it was exquisite.
Yeah.
The chicken crispers were.
Homeless.
No,
it's been a rough day.
What have we done? Photography's not that hard work.
We've been all over creation.
We have been all over creation. We went up on Lookout Mountain. We checked out. I don't know if anybody remembers. Was it a year ago, 2 years ago? We went live from a place up on Lookout Mountain. The video, if you go back and look in our video archive, it's called Do You Hear What We Hear?
Yeah, something like that.
And it's a video of me inside of a cave. I can't tell you where that was. I mean, different from where we are here, because as you can tell by the sound of the tour behind me, this is a well-traveled place. The other location I don't want to share, but
we may share later on, because actually we found that it's a lot different than it.
And that's where I was going to go with that. Whenever we went up there last time, we picked up some EVPs. There was actually a really dark presence in that area, not just that cave that I was in, but the whole area that we were located. So we went up there.
With some interesting artifacts.
Yeah, which those artifacts are no longer there.
Yes.
So that also was sign number one that things had changed. But secondly, when we walked in there, I mean, it was just like the place was physically and like emotionally. Somebody just got scared.
Yeah. Ghost tours.
Somebody got physically. Oh man, I can't even talk now. The place that we went to was physically and emotionally different. I mean, you could tell that it was a lot lighter. The heavier presence wasn't there.
Oh yeah, the atmosphere is so light. I didn't even realize that the cave was as deep as it was, because previously it was just so dark and masked.
Right.
And you could it was overwhelming, the evil that you could feel there. But now it was like somebody shining a light in the cave.
Right. I mean, I had walked up there with a flashlight because it's a cave. One expects to not be able to see in a cave, but yet whenever I went in with the flashlight, I didn't need the flashlight. I could see I could see from the front to the back of the cave with no light source.
So weird and different than before.
Right.
We've been there before.
Yeah. My hand was going numb, and it's cold. But we had actually considered going live from there briefly today, but once we got, I mean, there was nothing there.
Well, I don't think that we can really go live there because the reception's not that well. That's, I think, what we found last time. We actually recorded a video and then posted the video.
It's been so long ago,
Yeah.
I don't remember.
Yeah.
Remember how long ago we did that? So, looks like
they're about to clear out.
Yeah, we may be able to get over here.
Yeah.
Oh, we can see them.
Yeah.
Those people did not sign the waiver to be on our show.
We gotta blur out their faces
I
now.
know. The guy over there, he's got a Dr. Dre shirt on. I gotta blur out too. Golly.
They're all staring at us like, what are those people staring at the wall doing?
I know.
We look so creepy.
This is the next thing that's going to be added to the ghost tour. They're going to be over there. There must be something on that wall.
Are there really people there?
Here, hold on. The haunted wall of Chattanooga.
We're like up against it. It's so funny. Like, oh my gosh.
Here's the meter maids. We paid.
How hilarious.
All right, let's walk over there now.
Wait till a meter maid leaves.
Okay. See, guys, whenever... That's live for you right there, man. I mean, it's like...
I didn't realize how creepy we looked until we got thinking about it.
They're probably the people who are axe murderers hanging out over there. But, so you can't control everything when you're out in the public. So we do what we can do. So here we go. Let's go back. Jennifer says, bet y'all look suspect.
Yeah, we do. We look like we're doing some kind of deal over in the corner.
Well, look, I'm in a flannel shirt. Leah's over here in a hoodie. The only thing missing was I should have had a toboggan on and her had her hoodie pulled up. And anyway. Pulling out baggies. So this, like I was saying earlier, this is the section of Underground Chattanooga that we can actually get access to. Now, there are other places, other businesses that allegedly you can go down in the basement and get into other sections of...
Tivoli is one.
Yes, sections that were of Underground Chattanooga. This is highly active. I don't know if anybody could hear the tour talking, but there's been some pretty decent evidence that's been taken here, and Leah has actually picked up on a few things. I think you were saying when we got here you didn't even want to get out of the car.
Yeah, I was already uncomfortable.
So, Leah, will you take the phone for a moment?
Sure.
I want to...
And just as a point of reference, this area right here is the area that makes me the most uncomfortable. Not so much over here, and it's not the fact that that's more well lit than over here. It's just, that's why, okay, I'm already getting tinglies on my fingers. When I say tingly on my fingers, I mean I feel like the sensation I typically get of being touched. We'll go through the little break here. But I mean, it's not it's just basically just kind of a room that looks cemented in, if you didn't know any different. There used to be a door. They must have sealed it up? I don't remember which side the door was on. I want to say it was over here. If you hear clopping, there's a horse carriage that's riding by. Wow. Is there batteries in it? So...
Yeah, I put new batteries in the camera.
Okay. So if you get... Has anybody that's been watching, have they ever been down to this area before? Mike's gonna take some pictures. Are you flashing or just doing?
No flash.
No flash? Okay. So we'll review those pictures later to see if anything pops up.
Because there have been pictures with evidence in them.
Yeah, definitely. But I don't know. There's just something about this area right here that gives me the willies.
I'm gonna grab something out of my car. Do you need to walk with me, or are you okay where you're at?
No,
Okay, follow.
I keep getting touched.
Okay. We're coming back, guys. I just have to walk to the car.
Yeah, I'm trying not to make them seasick. Here, we're gonna walk to the car real quick. So while we walk to the car, here's, kind of a word of advice. Don't ever go anywhere alone. Because you never know what you're going to encounter. And I don't mean just in the physical realm, but spiritually, you never know. So it's always wise to be with somebody. And if they need to walk off or go somewhere else, go with them. That's one thing about our team. We don't ever leave anybody alone.
Nobody left behind.
Yeah. So. All right, if you're hopping on, please say hello so we know that you're here.
So in case y'all are wondering, I don't think Leah's got the camera on me, but it's okay.
I don't. Here, I will.
2 lessons in one here on an investigation. 1, always check your batteries. And I did not. So I've got a dead recorder. But lesson number 2 is always carry backup batteries. So
Yep.
we're going to be good here in just a second.
Fabulous.
Fabulous. Anybody saying anything?
No, not unless Facebook is not allowing me to view it.
It's happened before.
Yeah, if you hop on, say hello.
Jennifer, we need more comments from you. You talk all the time at work. Why can't you talk now?
I feel like we're going to be on an episode of Cops here in a minute. Okay, we're going back over here. And that's another thing I've found out about this place, or I've noticed about this place, is that the atmosphere changes suddenly and often. Like right now, it's not so bad, and I don't know if you can even tell, but this area here that typically gives me an uncomfortable feeling is now a lot brighter than it was in the beginning. Do you see that?
Yeah.
So right now I don't feel uncomfortable.
All right. Recorder
So-
has started. It is February 29th.
Jennifer says she's just waiting for the cops.
Have you got bail money ready? It's February 29th. What time is it?
I don't know. It does. I can't on a live.
You don't have your phone?
Oh, I do. Shut up. It is 8:43 p.m.
February 29th, 2020. Now,
I promise you we did not do this.
which side were you getting more?
Over there. But I don't, it's not there right now.
We'll leave it over here for a minute and then I'll.
Whoa, whoa. Okay. So I heard some rustling, and there, if you look up here, that's a ground level up there, so people were walking by.
So if there's anybody in this little area that wants to communicate the little device here with the red light, please feel free to come forward and talk to that red light. We may not be able to hear you now, but we can hear you later because of this. And if anybody's watching and they feel like they pick up something, or they feel like there's a question that needs to be asked, please post it in the comments and we will ask the question.
Yeah. And we are making note that there's a lot of traffic and noise, so need to make sure to discount that. And that was an echo from above, so if you heard that, somebody's talking far off and it's echoing down here.
An echo from above, is it the Lord?
No. Above meaning not down here underground.
Oh, right.
But it's just interesting how such a little spot like this can be active. In a parking garage, no less. That's people talking above us. Hey, Jimmy. Jimmy's with us.
Jimmy.
Oh, wonderful. Yeah, we've missed you.
Jimmy, we're at Underground Chattanooga. Where are you?
If I'm turning the camera too quickly and making y'all sick, please let me know and I'll go slower.
It's not our intention to make this the Blair Witch Project. I'm so scared.
Oh, we do too, Jimmy. We're just kind of doing an impromptu stop here. This is in a place called Underground Chattanooga. Actually now it is a parking garage, but I don't know if you're familiar with Underground Chattanooga and what that is. But Chattanooga used to flood really bad from the Tennessee River. And what year was it?
I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. I want to say early 1900s, or was it earlier than that? Anyway, we'll confirm that.
The flooding got to be too bad to the point where
Here, I'll let Mike say it.
there were it was getting into basements. It was ruining, life as we know it in this fair city. And it's been said that the trigger, the point where the founding fathers of Chattanooga finally determined, hey, we need to do something about this, was whenever a steamship came rolling down the middle of downtown Chattanooga because the water was so high. So at that point, the city said, we probably need to make some changes around here. So
the thing about it, though, is they just built on top of the existing city.
Right. I mean,
they didn't clear it.
Let's not build dams, levees. Let's not redirect. I mean, you look at what other cities have done to try to deal with a flooding issue, and Chattanooga, God love them, they built the city on top of a city.
Yeah. So the city from the Tennessee River over to almost half inland is built on top of the original city.
Yeah, I mean, where we're sitting at right now, the Ghost Sisters have joined us.
Ah, hi. It's good to see you here. We also met them at
Outer Realm Fest.
Outer
Yes.
Realm Fest.
So
A good group of ladies.
I'm trying to get into approximately, we're less than a mile from the Tennessee River where we're located at right now.
Yeah.
To my left, down that way, is the Tennessee Aquarium, and famous Ross's Landing, which sits right on the Tennessee. So I mean, where we're at, This area did get flooded. Whenever where we're standing is an area that received flood damage.
So there are some of the older buildings here that you can actually go down into the basement and have access to the old underground town. So pretty interesting.
Jimmy's from Bristol. Isn't that the NASCAR, where NASCAR headquarters is?
Absolutely. Yes, it is. And I will hold to that truth.
Charlotte, North Carolina.
Oh. Okay, so the shadow you see against the wall is Mike.
Oh, let me move. I'm sorry.
Yes, it is haunted. The Ghost Sisters were asking if it's haunted. Yes, very, very much so.
Why don't you share with them what you picked up here before?
You're going to have to help me because you know I don't remember a lot of things when we leave investigations. One thing, and this may be the only thing that you're talking about,
right.
It was very impactful that it's a lady, an older lady that looks very here, I'm gonna let you hold this.
Okay.
That is very scary and frightening looking, and she just screams, and her hair looks really wild. Like it's not, brushed down and well kept. It's just like crazy wild. And she likes to touch me. So I've already been getting sensations like on my hand, and then also felt like the back of my jeans being pulled on my leg. So yeah.
So guys, if you see anything while we're panning this, it's not a very big place. I know this is not like your standard investigation where we've got buildings, rooms, and rooms. We got 2 rooms here, y'all.
Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. It's kind of ironic or funny that just a small space like this can be so active.
Oh yeah.
But also, like I was saying before, the activity can change very quickly. The atmosphere can change very quickly, and it does often. So that's one thing. So
I don't have this. Actually, I take that back. I do have this saved, but it is not my evidence to share. Actually, I mean, I can go out and say this because we know these people. They're good people. If you guys go to ChattanoogaGhostTours.com and look through some of their photographic evidence, there is a certain picture that was taken in, I believe, this particular side, and it is the clearest, one of the clearest pictures of an apparition that I've ever seen taken locally. And it is, I didn't tell Leah about it until after we came up here, and she was talking about what she had seen. I gave it a day because I needed her to decompress just a little bit, and I showed her the picture that they had of the woman, and Leah said without a doubt that was the exact same thing she was seeing.
Absolutely.
So if you want, those of you that are interested in that can pop over to their website and take a look at that, and
and if you're in the area, take their tours.
They'll absolutely take their tours.
Very interesting, informative.
We've taken 3 of them so far, and all 3. 2 of them were the regular walking tour. The third one was the investigation tour. But the 2 walking tours we had 2 different tour guides and 2 very good experiences. And you've done it one more time.
Yeah, I've done the tour one other time. I had a friend that was in town and took them on one, and it was a different person than we had previously, and still it doesn't matter who you get. Very, very very cool, very interesting.
Jack said someone described the woman in the picture 18 months before the picture was taken.
Yeah.
And Ed has hopped on. Hey Ed.
How to do, Ed?
How to do, Ed?
We're just piddling, Ed.
Piddling
around.
Alright, I've left this recorder over here for a while. I'm going to move it into the other. Thank you, Jack. He just posted the Chattanooga Ghost Tours website.
Oh, wonderful. Thank you.
Go on there, take a look at some of their evidence. It's really cool. But the picture of the woman down here is without a doubt my favorite.
Yeah, you better put that somewhere you're not going to lose it.
Yeah, I know. That would be my luck to drop it inside underground Chattanooga. For there it would stay for eternity.
Well, until the batteries
Yeah, right.
record.
All right, so I say the same.
There's a lone glove.
So, wow. So I say the same thing over here that I said over there. If there's anybody in this little room that wants to communicate with us, we may not be able to hear you now, but with this device sitting here on this ledge, we can hear you later. Just come over here to where that little red light is at, and if you will speak to that, we can hear you later whenever we review this. I'm sorry. Ladies first.
We've been down here when there was a door. There was an opening somewhere.
Yeah, this door right here was open. Oh, you mean back there?
Yes. Do you not remember that?
I don't.
And it was, whenever that was, that's when I was first seeing the lady, or woman, or whatever she is, but I can't remember which side the door was on, but it was, because it was even ajar a lot of the time.
I was going to tell a really bad joke about a door being ajar, but it's not in me tonight.
Yeah, that's just
No dad jokes. Oh, boo. So once again, just speaking for you guys as you're popping on, what we're doing tonight is just hopping into a local lore, basically, down here where we're located in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Leah and I were out and about, just taking pictures, exploring, do some scoping out during the day, and decided we would come down here, hop on with you guys, and just do kind of a little mini investigation of what's called underground Chattanooga.
When we first arrived, it was uncomfortable, but now it's lightened up some. But it may get uncomfortable again.
Jimmy, that's a good question. I don't have the answer to that. Jack, if you know of anything, the question is, I wonder if things are buried within the walls. I mean, that's, from a historical aspect, that is not something that was uncommon from the era. Back in those days, if they were pouring concrete and you happened to fall in, they didn't stop work, they just kept moving. So you never know. I know that's a real heartless way to look at it, but
I mean, what can you do with that?
right. It was more expensive for them to stop and dig you out than it was to seal you up in the wall, which is horrendous to think of that, but different time, different age. But this is something, like I'm saying, we'd like to try to do more of, if at all possible, just to pop in on places locally and just, kind of give you guys because I know a lot of people that watch us are in this area, and those of you that are not in this area, if you're interested in the paranormal, we're in a pretty good hotbed down here in Chattanooga, so I'm sure that there's stuff that those of you that don't live around here would like to learn about. So if there are any places in the Chattanooga and Northwest Georgia area that you guys like us to pop in on sometime and just kind of do a quick little live, we'll do that. And I mean, we can do pretty much anywhere as long as it's within the, as long as it's legal. We don't want to be breaking into anywhere or going somewhere where we'd be trespassing, of course. So please keep that in mind. Sometime we'll get Jack and Ed to come with us sometime.
Yes, they had other engagements tonight, so.
Yeah, Jack's stuck at a church without a car. Jack says, likely things are, but not verified as far as I know, lots of rooms were sealed up underground,
Yeah.
underground Chattanooga specifically.
If you don't mind, I'm going to let us just kind of marinate here for a little bit. We've been talking.
Yeah, so if we don't say anything, please.
See if the atmosphere changes.
Yeah. I'm going to step back and get kind of a wide shot of everything. Leah, if I get you in it, I'm sorry. As wide a shot as I can get. I'll pan. Jack, I guess the question would be, would they give us access?
We might wait till Jack's with us for that.
Yeah.
We'll make that a group thing.
Yeah. Ed, are you still with us? I saw you popped on for a second. Jimmy said something about, where'd it go? Kind of scroll up. I overlooked a comment that he had made. It's crazy how you can feel like somebody was chained to that pole. Jimmy, what pole were you talking about? Are you talking about the pole kind of going in the middle of that room right there? Jack said it wouldn't be completely unprecedented. Translates to people have been down there, evidently.
Well, we had come here one time when that door wasn't, I want to say it was right there. Could be wrong. But someone was actually living in there.
Yeah, that door was, well, I mean, you can tell by looking at it, that door's been busted open. Yeah, that's fairly new too, where they've bolted it shut. Somebody on the parking garage above us.
I think we've got another group coming.
If there's another tour coming, guys, we're probably going to go ahead and get out of here.
Yeah.
Sounds like the same lady, though. I think they're just coming back by.
Yup.
If you see something in the camera shot, guys, it's the chicken wire. I'm trying to get you a shot inside the room without the wire.
You want to stay down here while they're here?
Do what?
You want to stay down here while they're here?
Are they coming down here?
Yeah, they're heading this way.
All right.
We're gonna turn the corner.
We'll go ahead and wrap it up here then. Yeah, I gotta come over here and get my recorder.
Here, I'll get it.
It'll be a very brief audio session, but
It's okay.
that doesn't matter. We've had EVP show up on 3-hour long investigations. We've had them show up on 20-minute recordings before.
We'll talk in the car.
Yeah,
Hang on.
because my hand holding this phone has gone numb. Goodness. Turn the recorder off. We'll be stuck here for a minute. We won't be able to get out.
That's okay. So, that was interesting.
Alright, can everybody still hear us okay? Because we just connected to the Bluetooth inside the car, so I don't know if our audio is going to work right. But I need to keep the heat going for a second because our limbs are frozen. It is very cold.
Well, I came around the corner
they're standing up there talking.
Oh, okay. But,
Jennifer can hear us.
okay, good. When we first arrived, it was very dark and uncomfortable, but since we've been here for a little while, excuse me, it has lightened up a lot. It's not as uncomfortable anymore, so that's just one thing about these places. You can't...
There's several places in this area that we have, and this is actually a pretty interesting topic, so we'll make this a mini topic since there's not going to be a newsletter tomorrow. Some of these places you go to, if you're doing an investigation, whether you're just going along as a guestigator, that's not just complete with us, you're going with another team, or if you're actually part of a team doing an investigation, if you don't get any evidence or nothing happens the first go around, sometimes it takes multiple trips to a place to get evidence, because we have been to places where you'll go one day and it'll be like a carnival going on, and then you'll go back the next day and there's nothing. Just, pardon the pun, dead.
It's like the time we went to Oklahoma to investigate a residence that we camped out there for the whole weekend, and we did not feel, or things weren't happening 24/7. It was well, of course it was more active at night, but I mean, that's just one of those things. And then there's been places that we've been where it's active day and night, so it's just, you can't cause it to do what you want it to do on demand.
Yeah, it's not a dancing monkey. It's not gonna appear whenever you snap your fingers or yell at it or stuff like that. I mean, if you yell at it, I've seen pretty bad things happen, but we won't go there. We've been to, and that happens. I mean, it's hard to even make that designation of what's what, because you're going to go places where the activity only happens a certain time of day, activity where it only happens a certain time of year. We've been to places where, no joke, and this is another local place around here, where we went to it so much that whatever was there got used to us being there, and it quit acting. We would go there and we would bring people with us and nothing would happen. But if we left the building or left the room, stuff would start up, because it had gotten so used to us being there, it didn't want to do anything with us there. If you remember those days. You don't.
I am so sorry. I was not paying attention to you whatsoever. I was tuning in over here.
Nothing new.
I was tuning in over here.
So
sometimes things grab my attention.
Is it the tour, or is there something happening over there now?
Well, that's what I'm trying to decipher. If it's just them being here, or if there's something else. So this is a good example of what we were just talking about. This might be something that, since there is now a group of people here, it may try to ramp up, show itself, manifest, do what have you. I mean, we got a little bit of stuff. Leah got touched, and it was a darker atmosphere when we got here, but it's just the two of us. So, we got the 10-cent show, so to speak. Yeah. But again, I haven't gone, but once I go back and review this, there may be, we may have got something else. During that review, I'm about to be really specific in listening in, because we've got a lot of noise contamination down here. You've got the cars in the city. Leah called all this out, but you've got cars driving by. You've got other people driving by. The acoustics in this, because it is a covered garage with a flat stone and brick walls. So just me talking probably reverberated. My voice reverberates without a wall, so. It's very loud.
It's a drill sergeant in my past life. I don't believe in that, by the way. That's a joke. So do we want to go ahead and get out of here while they're all down there so we don't hit anybody?
Well, I mean, whatever you want to do. Our parking's good until 6 a.m.
Yeah, we can. I mean, well, we can just. If we want
I'm getting my money's worth. I'm sleeping here tonight.
Wow. So let's talk about investigation preparation. We did not bring sleeping bags for that, nor the air mattress, or anything.
I'm not sleeping down here.
Guys,
no way.
we have had to sleep in the car before for an investigation.
I sure have.
I did with you that one time, Octagon Hall.
Yeah, and I went another time that you weren't there.
Yeah, I had to work
And
then. I
I
remember
slept
that.
in my car too. Man alive.
It's actually the car we're in right now.
Yeah, that is no fun, I'll tell you that.
Hey, these cars are comfortable to ride in, but sleeping in, no thank you. I mean, if that's your thing, then that's your thing, but that wasn't my thing.
But that was when I was not going to sleep in that building.
Oh, yeah. So, I'm going to share the story on this one. So, our first trip to Octagon Hall, which was... if you have the opportunity to go there, I recommend it. But be ready to sleep in your car. Because the guy tells us, bring your sleeping bags, bring your blankets, pillows, and we did. And then when we got there, he proceeds to tell us, now we have had people come across snakes inside the building, so please be careful of that. So as soon as the word snake came out of his mouth, this car looked really good at that point.
I do not do snakes or spiders.
Snakes, spiders. If it starts with an S and it's creepy, don't do anything with it.
These are really big groups.
Yeah, a lot of good tour people tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like.
Oh, that guy's from NCIS.
Or maybe he's a fan of the show.
Well, I'm gonna punch you in the throat.
There's evidence. You can't.
I'm gonna punch you in the throat.
Hey, let's try something. Hearts up if you want to see her punch me in the throat.
Ding, 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 ding.
You want to see a throat punch from Leah to me. Hammer those hearts. I'm with Indy Jones about snakes.
Yes,
Amen, brother.
Exactly. No, thank you.
Now what gets me is, there's a Jennifer.
Yes.
Oh.
I knew there would be somebody out there that really wants to see it because they want to do it themselves.
I am a kind, lovable person.
You're a kind of person, that's for sure.
What kind of person am I?
Yes. I love it.
I know. I see what our fan base thinks of me now.
It's because they know you.
I will let you. You know what? I will let you carry this show. It's all you now.
Well, pretty soon after I throat punch you, look, it will only be me.
Who is that? It's Jack, Leah. Ah. All right, here, go ahead.
Oh, I'd love to so bad. I'm burning up. Okay. So what are we doing?
I think we can, if you want. I mean, it's.
We're gonna call it.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and call it. I think.
Well, let's call it before they're about to leave.
Yeah, they're about to leave, so we'll let them get out of here, and then we'll go ahead. There's hearts still going up.
Okay, I'm gonna give the public what they want. It's only right. I mean, it's only fair. What we do is we'll wait until...
Yeah, we want to wait for the tour group to leave because there's less witnesses.
We'll wait till they leave and then we'll actually drive over there. You want to do that and then
Yeah, we
before
can do that.
leave?
I thought she said she was going to throat punch. They're still... Jack, stop.
Hey, that's what we'll end the video with.
You throat punching me?
Yeah, because I won't need you to talk anymore.
Well, it means, guys, it's been a great run. This will be my last show. Leah will be doing the Everything Paranormal show Thursday night. Hopefully with Jack. Jack, I'm not going to have a voice, so it may just be you and her. Or Ed, if you're still listening. Wait a minute. Are they all out of here?
Well, we're just going to ride over there, ain't we?
NCIS just walked by.
Okay. I feel like we're going to drive up and do a deal or something.
Hey, Ghost, you got a gram? You got a nickel bag?
Wow.
I don't know all these terms.
Yeah, evidently you do.
I feel like I'm pulling up to the drive-through window.
Right.
Hey, can I get 2 ghosts and a...
Yeah, the atmosphere unfortunately has not changed. It's
Still light.
still light. It's almost like it kind of breathes and sees while nobody's down here, and then when people come down here it kind of dissipates. But I know it's active when people are here too, so maybe we're just at a wrong time. But anyway,
I guess I was...
you ready?
Yeah, here, let me
You
park.
ready to feel the pain?
Let me park because yeah. When throat punching an individual, please don't do it while you're in a moving vehicle.
Yeah, in all things we're safe.
Of course, we're always... Safety is our first priority here at Paranormal
Yes,
Help.
absolutely.
So before this happens, once again, guys, thanks for hopping in with us tonight for this really brief pop-on. Once again, reminder, there'll be no newsletter tomorrow. We will be on the Everything Paranormal show, 11:30 Eastern Time p.m. on Thursday. We've already got it linked on our page, but we'll keep sending out reminders.
And if you do miss it, because I know it's super late and people have to work on Fridays, some people do, you can check it out after the fact.
We'll link it to the page. We're gonna try to see if there's a way we can do a watch party, but we'll see. If nothing else, we'll definitely have it linked.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
All right, so I need you to assume the position.
What kind of position is this?
We're
Okay.
going to end it out with it.
Oh gosh.
Y'all ready? Ready?
You guys caused this. I want you to know that.
3, 2, 1.